Jen Midori here from Ecamm Network, makers of Ecamm Live. For those of you who are new to Ecamm, Ecamm Live is an all-in-one live streaming production platform for Mac users. Today on our Meet the Pros series, we are interviewing Sass Edwards. Sass Edwards is the co-founder of Destiny Tuning for cancer patients and survivors. A cancer survivor herself, Sass helps others rise above feeling like a victim and take back the power of their body. She's also the founder of the Cancer Transformational Program, Rise Above Cancer, and we're really excited to have her on today. She does a lot of video, and I know she's going to have a lot of great input for us. If you're here with us live today, please leave us a message, say hello, let us know if you have any questions about anything, or if you just want to give a hi or a shout out. We'd love to hear from you. Also, if you've been using Ecamm Live for a while and you're interested in doing a live interview as well, and you want to talk about your business and you want to talk about how you're using live video, please send us an email or send us a Facebook message. We'd love to hear from you. Join our Ecamm Live community if you haven't already. People there are really giving a lot of good feedback and information there. People share their videos and their ideas, and it's a really, really great community. So we can leave a link for that on how to join that community if you're not already there. Okay, so now without further ado, here is Sass. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on today. We're really excited to have you all the way from France,
That's
which
right.
is
Thank you.
so cool. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so where I am, it's 11 a.m. and where Sass is, it's 8 p.m. So different parts
That's
of the day. Um, so Sass, thank you so much for being here. Why don't you tell everyone who's watching about yourself and what you do? We'd love to hear all about it.
okay. Hi, everybody. So excited to be here. My name is Sass Edwards. So as you can hear from my accent, I'm British. I'm from England, London, and I've been living in the south of France for about 26 years now. So, well, in the north and the south of France. So France is a very big country, and yes, I speak French as well. So I'm actually a cancer mindset coach. I help people really shift their mindset from the victim mode, from the fearful mode into a positive mode, which for me is absolutely vital when going through cancer, or even if you have been through cancer and you no longer have it. You still have that fear of it hanging over you, thinking it could come back, could be my sister, my brother, my kids. And it's that constant fear that people live with. And I help them to really shift that vibration. It's incredible.
That is so cool. We would definitely want to hear more about that. But I want to know, so tell me a bit about then using how you've connected with your coaching clients and stuff like that with live video. So like how long have you been incorporating that? How have you brought that into your business? 'Cause I've watched some of your videos and they're very good.
Thanks. So I've been doing live videos, I think, since 2016.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
maybe then or maybe just before. I was really shy. Why did I do live videos? I can't remember. I wanted to I wanted to be more authentic. And I remember being afraid of looking at the camera because I couldn't see myself. There was no one there who connected on Facebook Live, so I felt ridiculous. And it took me a while to get used to it. Now I love it. Now I always go live. And I know that people are going to watch the replay, so I always talk to them as if they are there. So I really think live is better to be authentic with people. You can't edit, because I like to edit as well videos. It depends what it's for. If it's for the
Right. Yeah.
website, it's got to be a look more pro. But if it's just to reach out and to talk and to get feedback, I think the live is good because you can also bring people on and take their questions direct. You don't have to go through the email like different platforms where you send the link and they have to connect, which is also good. With this technique and with Facebook, everyone's on the go. Everyone's got their phone. So it's just easy.
Yeah, totally. I completely agree. That's really awesome. So tell me a little bit about how you've seen, because obviously with your coaching business, you're dealing with very personal stuff. So tell
Yeah.
me a bit about how being able to connect with people, sort of face to face, even if it's over video where they can see your face. Tell me about how that's helped your business.
I think not everyone likes to show their face. A lot of people do tend to write messages and rather not show their face because, like you said, it is very personal.
Yeah.
However, I've managed to push a few to get out of that comfort zone and to really just be bold, be you. Start by posting a picture and then come on the live video and let's talk. Talk to me. I'm human. I'm here. I'm Sass. Just talk to me about what you're going through. So I've got a few who's got out of that comfort zone and managed to go past that threshold. And the contact has been even closer. There's been a bond that's been created. And they start to see me as real. I mean, when you talk to people on social media, it's always the messages, right? Or you will see them do a webinar. And on the webinar, you can't talk to them like this. You can type. And there's a moderator who's listening or reading. But this real lie it's as if you're in the same room. There's something even more personal. I think that's very important to keep.
Yeah, totally. I completely agree. That's wonderful. So you mentioned a little bit about edited video. So you go live, but then you also, like you said, you want to edit videos and keep them, more professional looking. So tell me a little bit about about that experience and how you've had experience editing videos and working with pre-recorded videos. Like, how was that learning experience for you?
I love it. I absolutely love editing videos. I would say that's the second passion that I actually have. I've discovered it. Somebody taught me. Somebody actually, a marketing coach taught me how to edit on Final Cut Pro and where to get the photos, where to get the quality videos, the green screen, the lighting. So someone helped me, and I'm a quick learner. And also there's a lot of tutorials, right? And anyone can learn today.
That's true.
We can become an engineer by YouTuber. And so I love editing videos, cropping, sounding, and I absolutely love it. However, it's a lot of work. Okay, it in itself is a job. In fact, if you spend all your time editing, you're going to spend quite a few months not doing the live videos and not talking and reaching out to people. Yeah. So there's something that I'm thinking about of subcontracting that part of my business, which I like. But I can't do it all. It's just exhausting. You've got 24 hours in a day. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of work.
And of course, your coaching clients, they need you and they need your energy and stuff like that. I totally agree. Now, with Ecamm Live, one thing that I think is really great is if you do go live, and then we automatically record those videos for you. So if you did want to pop those into, iMovie or something, you could do a quick edit and trim out any little bits. So that if you are kind of new to video editing, you could, and again, you want something for your website, but you weren't perfect live because nobody is, that's a really great trick there too. So tell us a little bit about how frequently you're going live or how frequently you're posting videos. Like, do you have a schedule or you just kind of, have you just sort of whenever you feel like it? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I don't have a schedule, and that's not good. I was told consistency is the key. So I need to learn this. I need to learn how to go live on a regular basis. Yeah. I did one today with Ecamm. And I'm absolutely fond of Ecamm because I've never found a platform which allows me to integrate the banner plus the logo plus a jingle. I always put a little introductory video that I made previously. So, you start talking and you say, be back soon. And you run it like you're on TV, And it's totally a one-man show that I'm here DJing my own live. I absolutely love that. And then you pull up your guests, pull up their logos while they're talking. I've never seen anything like it. So this is something that I want to be able to use on a regular basis because I think it's user-friendly. It's not confusing. Like I said, I'm tech savvy, but I'm not an engineer when it comes to all of this. And it's actually easy to use. So I think this is something I need to do on a regular basis. So that my public, the clients, they can come on and ask questions at the same time. Maybe not every day, because that's a lot. Yeah. Maybe begin by once or twice a week so that I can be consistent. And if people have questions, I can save those questions for that moment. Whereas right now, I just go live. Once I did program it, which is good with Ecamm, you actually not broadcast it. What do you say? You actually plan it in advance, schedule it. That's the word. Yep. You schedule it, and then you actually can schedule it with Facebook as well, so that it actually probably won't reconnect directly, I don't think, but it's connected. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. So people who don't know Ecamm Live, they can see on Facebook that SAS is, or Destiny Tuning is going live soon, and the subject, and I can put a picture and everything. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate that. Yeah, we one of our goals has always been, I don't know if so Ecamm Live hasn't been around for that long, but the company Ecamm actually is celebrating its 20th anniversary. So really? The company Ecamm Network, yeah. So we've been around for a long time. I've worked for the company for 13 years. So yeah, and one of the goals that the business owners have always had is to create really easy to use software. And so we still sell other software besides Ecamm Live. And one thing we've always heard from our customers and our users is that our software is always really user friendly. And that is a big goal. So for you to say that, Ecamm Live is really, really easy to use, that means a lot to us, because that means that we're like doing good with our mission. So we really, really appreciate that. So tell us about you said that you're really into technology, and we want to share tips and tricks about all different kinds of things not just about Ecamm. So tell us a little bit about other stuff or other, programs or software that you use that really help you with your business.
So software, as I said, Final Cut Pro. Okay. It's not user friendly at all. Huh?
Okay. Yeah.
iMovie is user friendly. That's why it comes with the Mac, whereas Final Cut Pro is Pro. So I don't know all of it, but I'm pretty good at it. I use that. I use sometimes Audacity to correct the sound of my videos, and I'm not really good on Audacity, I must admit. And then on my phone, what is it I use on my phone? I've got a couple of apps which allow me to put the video with a title at the top, which is better for Instagram. It's smaller, it's a square video. I prefer that for the telephone. So I tend to do a video with my phone, so landscape, put it onto my computer, edit it with Final Cut for Facebook and all the rest, and then bring it back on my phone, and then do the actual app to make it shorter and more friendly for Instagram, which is, the social media on Instagram is really, really small to see. So that's a bit of work. And the subtitles as well that I do. From YouTube, I import the SRT file, use that on Facebook, use that on my Final Cut Pro, I burn it in. So all these little bits and bobs.
Yeah, totally. But there's so many resources out there. There are so many things. So that's really great. And I'll go back over this and try to leave some in the comments, some of the things you mentioned, so people want to go back over them. And people will always ask questions later, like, what was that thing she mentioned or whatever? So we'll get back to people if they have questions about that stuff. So one thing, kind of going back to earlier in our interview, you had mentioned that you were really shy and nervous at first about, being live. So do you have any tips on how to overcome that, or what you did to kind of get really comfortable in front of camera? Because as we've seen, you are very comfortable in front of the camera.
Thank you. Yeah, I learned that. First of all, I don't know if you can see, but I don't look directly at the camera. Oh. So on my computer, there's a little light just next to the camera. Okay, the MacBook's got a little light. I look at the light. Always aim for the light. And as if there's something about a camera where it puts people off, even when taking a picture. You're never really looking at the camera, sometimes looking at the screen or looking at the person. But just next to the camera, there's always something just there. Focus on that. Secondly, I like to think that I'm talking to one person. Okay? There's always that one person who's a fan of mine, who will follow me, who will listen, who will ask questions. So instead of trying to think of all the people who could be watching this, negative and positive, because there's a lot of negative out there, you got to say it, right? Which means that will distort the facial expressions, that will distort the message. But just think of that one person who's a fan, who appreciates you and who needs you, like a friend, and just talk to that person. I've also been taught, I've been told and I've learned how to articulate, because I speak really fast. Whether it be in English or French, I speak really fast. Now, How have I learned this? Well, when I do my videos and I import them, I upload them onto YouTube to get the SRT file. YouTube puts on the automatic subtitles. That's where I see that they can't even understand what I'm saying because I speak too fast. So for myself to really like slow down and give me a lighter workload, I articulate and I try to speak slowly and really use all the syllables. I've also been told, because my audience are Americans, I've also been told that some people can't understand me because I'm British. You know, they were like, say what? Where are you from? I can't understand a word you're saying. And I'm like, okay. Let me slow down. So, yeah, I've learned to just slow down, articulate, as if you're talking to a very intellectual child. You know, you can't go too fast. And at the same time, you've got to be clear and enunciate. That's what I do.
I think those are really, really great tips. And one thing that I really liked and sort of what I heard when you were saying is that you were really self-reflective. No one's going to be perfect in the beginning. So being able to go back and look at your videos and say, okay, I need to speak more slowly, more clearly. I need to engage, or I need to look in a certain place. I mean, that's what's worked for me going live, because I've learned a lot just in the past few weeks, even about the things I do that aren't that great and how I can be better. And I think that one of the biggest things for me is just to relax and to try to breathe and remember that, you know, not to speed through what you're saying. And I don't know if you notice, but every time I go live, I like start to lose my breath a little bit in the first like few sentences, like the first few things I'm saying, and then I like calm down and relax into it. So
Oh,
and there's definitely
okay.
patterns that you can see within yourself, and
Yes.
hopefully, you know, get better. So great. So I just want to see if there's any other questions I wanted to ask you. So you mentioned platforms. You go live on Facebook. You have a Facebook community there.
I actually go live on Ecamm. So Ecamm to Facebook. It's
Oh,
always, since
Ecamm.
I've
Okay.
been Ecamm,
Yes.
all my live is through Ecamm.
Oh, great.
Before it was just Facebook Live and
Mhm.
Insta Live, you know,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Instagram. I no longer have the Instagram app, so I'm using some online third party to put messages. So I can't
Oh,
go
cool.
live there for the moment.
Right.
So and Facebook Live is all very nice, but Ecamm, you know,
Yeah.
it's just for me, it's amazing how much you can add. So when you said like those first few seconds of going live is like no one's there, speak a bit fast and a little bit itchy. But with Ecamm, I put the jingle. You know, I come
Yeah.
on and I say, hey, you know, we're going to talk about this. I'll be back in a few seconds. Here's a bit of music. Have my cup of tea. You see, put on a little picture,
Mhm.
and then come back on. And it just gives you that time to get in sync with your audience. Gives the time for the audience also to say, hey, she's on. You know, I think it's really professional. So since
Thank
I
you.
discovered Ecamm Live, I don't actually do Facebook Live on its own.
Good, great. I love that. And then but you also upload your own videos to YouTube. So your main ways of connecting with your community as you said, Facebook, well, through via Ecamm, um, Instagram, and then YouTube. Those are your main platforms that you're using to connect with your community.
Yeah, it's more Facebook, Instagram through the third party. I use the direct messages on Instagram, and I redirect them to Facebook. I have a group in Facebook called Get Ahead of Cancer, and I redirect them there. So it's a group where people have been through cancer, or they have family members who are going through cancer and they want to know how to help them, or they are actually going through it themselves. And I redirect to that group, and I think it's a great tool. YouTube, for the moment, I'm not there. I haven't mastered it. I really use YouTube just to upload my videos, get the SRT file. But for the moment, I'm not using it to do lives. I should be, one step at a time. I absolutely should be able to build an audience there. But so I'm mostly on Facebook for the moment. It's great. Just to say something, Midori, I've actually just started a series. So I brought out a series called Get Ahead of Cancer, okay, and Take Back the Power of Your Body. That's the tagline. And I'm smiling because I did it on my own. I'm so proud of myself. It took me 4 months where I interviewed 19 people who have cancer or who had cancer or who are predisposed to cancer. Okay, so that's what we call a pre-viva. And I interviewed them on their journey. So not the down and weary side and, I lost my hair, but more about what did it teach you? What did you learn through cancer? Because don't forget, Destiny Tuning is all about getting on a different frequency, not staying in the mode, but snapping out of that and getting on a different level. Okay, and where you could take it to the next step. So I interviewed these 19 people on where they're at, what they've learned for their journey, who they've become, and thanks to cancer, what have they learned about themselves. And so it started. We're on episode 4 today. It's being diffused, an online series. It's being diffused only to those who sign up. It's going straight to their phones or their Macs or whatever. And every single day for 24 hours only, they have access to another episode. Okay, so I've got people coming and then I redirect them to my group. So they come to the group, they leave their comments of what they appreciated, what the takeaway was. And then I get the frustrated ones who say, I missed the episode, I was busy, can you have it? And I say, well, no. But it's really, it took me ages to put this together on my own, 19 episodes with 19 episodes, of like, hi, welcome back to episode, all that editing, subtitling, green screening for the episodes, music, free music, of course, royalty free, and then putting all the opt-in links and pretty links. It took me a long time, and I absolutely loved it. I'm exhausted, but it's like my baby's been born.
Wow, I am so glad you told us about this because that is a huge accomplishment, and I'm so glad you're like sharing this because you do deserve a lot of credit for that. That's incredible. And I really, really love the idea that you said, you have to come to the group in order to get access to this, and it's only available for a short period of time. Like, I think that that's really brilliant way to get people into your community. And so I love that tip. I'm so glad that you mentioned that. That's wonderful.
Into action. It's really good.
Yeah, I want to get connected to it now too. And I think something else that you said is really important. And I think that, in terms of dealing with, cancer, news about cancer and like that staying positive, I think that's sort of like a great lesson in general for like everyone's life overall is to, stay on the positive side of things, even when things are hard. And so I think that you have a really, really powerful message. So we really love that. I want you to tell people where they can find you, all your, your Facebook page, where they can find that, your website, any place where you want people to know about where to find you and your awesome stuff.
So the easiest place, seeing as we're here on Ecamm, the easiest place would be on Facebook page called Destiny Tuning. So Destiny Tuning, there might be quite a couple of pages actually. Mine is Destiny Tuning, Sass Edwards. So you're going to see a photo of me. You're going to have the background's going to be a video. The video is actually redirecting people to click on the link to have access to the series, to sign up to the series. So Destiny Tuning, Sass Edwards. And in that page, there's a group called Getting Ahead of Cancer. And that is really for those who are connected in one way, directly or indirectly. Sometimes there's family going through it and you want advice on what can I do for my family, or someone who's absolutely tried everything. She's I want to throw in my hat. I've had enough. I come in and I try and coach them on how to take back the power here. The power is not the disease. Okay, the power is not the doctors. It's not the medication. The power is here. You decide where you want to go. You decide when it's over. If you decide you want to live, then I'm going to help you to get on the vibration to keep going. And the reason why I talk about this Midori is because I have a personal experience with cancer back in 2009, where treatment wasn't. I had all the treatment, the chemo or the radiotherapy. It wasn't very effective on my health. It didn't have a great impact at all. And so I went through the whole ordeal of traumatizing the family for nothing. And then it started growing again, the cancer. So someone spoke to me about juicing, eating differently. Everyone has different techniques, different impacts on your body, I guess. And at that same time, 2012, I became a life coach. So I worked on my mindset, plus I changed my way of eating. And guess what happened? I went into remission. The doctors were baffled. They were like, what did you do? And I told them, and I said, hey, you know, they're scientists. I don't believe in that stuff. I said, but hey, if it works, keep doing it. And then from there, I started working on creating a platform like Destiny Tuning, where people can actually take back their power if they're going through disease. Okay, and that's why you spoke about the program Rise Above Cancer, which I've also created a 5-week module program where people are going to go through a life transformational phase. Okay, you go through it, and I've been through it. Everything I put in it is all the coaching techniques which I learned and I put into practice and put me into remission. So it's incredible, really.
Sass, thank you so much for sharing that with us. You're an absolute inspiration. I hope that people get a lot out of this, not only your tips, you know, about how to be live and how to, you know, grow your business and how to use Ecamm, but also just your inspirational story. And we just can't thank you enough for not only coming on here today, but supporting Ecamm and for doing all the stuff that you do. And I'll make sure that I put links to everything in the description or in the comments so that people have questions and they can easily access your pages and stuff. So again, thank you so much. It doesn't seem like we have any questions, but hopefully there'll be more that'll come up. So if you want to pop into the comments later too and say hi, that would be great. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you again so much. And everyone, we'll see you next time for the next interview in our Meet the Pros series. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.